guys, Prowl 1701, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about future collection sets. Now, I posted a video the other day talking about the recent color tease Lee Binding gave us for the next collection set. I always love when Lee Binding does those. I always appreciate when he does those because it's always kind of nice to know, or to get a little hint of what's coming next, because, you know, it gets all of us classic fans, you know, doing our theories. Ooh, this one, this could be this one. Like, I remember when we got the last one, immediately when I saw the colors, I'm like, 7 or 13, 7 or 13, 7 or 13, 7 or 13, 7 or 13. Has to be one or the other. Which, of course, it was 7. This one is interesting. I really like this one because, you know, I've pretty much narrowed down to between 3 of which one's probably going to be the next one, because all rumors suggest we're probably going to get the remaining color seasons before we get any more black and white seasons, to give them time to do more work on the black and white sets, fill in more gaps, since all of the 60 sets have gaps, missing episodes. And so that gives them longer to fill them in with animations and such. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want the 60 sets to be as complete as they can. So now, they could always do a rug pull. They could always just completely pull the rug out from under us and boom, season 6 is the next one. Just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. It's possible. They could, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for season 6. Even though I'd love to have Space Pirates animated, I'm all for it. But I think it's far more likely it will be one of the 4 remaining color sets. And in that case, I doubt very seriously it would be season 11. Because we just got season 7, which of course is a Jon Pertwee set. And I don't think they would give us 2 Jon Pertwee sets in a row. They've never ever done that, where they've given us 2 sets from the same Doctor in a row. So I'm pretty sure season 11 is out for the time being. So really, to me, that only leaves 3 possibilities. 13, 16, and 21. I am convinced. I am like 99.9999999% convinced it will either be 13, 16, or 21, which of course is a Tom Baker, and a Peter Davison, with 21 being the last 80s set we need to complete the entire 80s run. And the interesting thing is that the colors that Lee Binding teased the other day, the purple with the kind of reddish pinkish color in it, fits all 3 seasons. And I'm willing to bet Lee Binding knows it. Lee Binding, you genius, you super genius. It fits all 3 of the probable seasons. So I'm sitting there going, oh no. Season 21, of course, it kind of makes me think of the healing flames from Planet of Fire, or the regeneration energy from the caves of Androzani. As a lot of people have pointed out, that very much kind of looks akin to that. Season 16, there's a lot of purple going on in Season 16. The most obvious to me being Romana's outfit in the Androids of Tara. But you also have the hyperspace background in the Stones of Blood. You know, whenever you see the ship that's stuck in hyperspace, that kind of has a magenta purple look to it. The field they step into when they teleport between the real world and the hyperspace world in Stones of Blood is kind of a purple. That little swirl that goes around is kind of purple. So there's definitely some purple going on in Season 16. Season 13, you know, for some reason it makes me think of the jungle from Planet of Evil. Though going back and watching a few bits from Planet of Evil, I didn't actually notice any specific purple in the jungle, so that could just be my mind playing tricks. Also, I don't think the jungle is good necessarily for the front cover. The jungle, for me, is perfect for the flap. Little Tardis flap that you open up and has all the booklets in it. That should be the jungle set right there for Season 13. The Tardis is there sitting in that amazing jungle with the Doctor and Sarah Jane standing out by it, and maybe the creature that looks kind of like the id creature from Forbidden Planet, you know, kind of maybe in the background peeking out from the TARDIS or something. That's the perfect place for the jungle. But it also looks similar to the colors in Sutek's tomb, which I really didn't realize until I went back and looked at some screenshots of it and was like, oh yeah, that's that kind of purple. So there's definitely some stuff there that can make you think of season 13, even though it's reaching a little more. But the reason I still think 13 is viable as an option is because Lee Binding in his TikTok video did point out that these were not the original colors for the set. Originally, the set had different colors, but he said everything was looking a little murky. And I know a lot of us, of course, when he said murky, are immediately going, I wonder if he's hinting at the Merca. I wonder if he's dropping a Merca hint. Feels a little too on the nose to me, though. I mean, he might be, but it feels a little too on the nose to me. I don't know if he would quite go that far. But he did say everything was looking a bit murky, which is interesting. And that he did go on to point out that the front cover represents a specific episode, which he also pointed out is something he tends to do more now. Unlike, you know, some of the early ones like 12 and 18 and 10, where it was more representative of the era, like somehow evoking their intro, like season 12 and 18 and 10 all do, where, you know, the Doctor's intro is in the background. A lot of the box sets evoke the intro. And then some of them he cleverly ties in the intro with an episode, like season 25, where it pulls aspects from Sylvester's intro, but you also have a nice little Easter egg of the Nemesis pod being in there, which I like. And season 20, which kind of evokes from his intro with space, but also has the time scoop portals there, and it's very hard to tell, but it has the Rassilon Tower on the side. So this one is, I think, more like maybe season 15, which very much evokes the invasion of time, or season 7, for example, which is very much referencing Spearhead from Space with the Nestine consciousness. So I think the art for this one is very much going after a specific episode, which is one of the reasons why I don't find season 21 likely, because season 21 never really does specific episodes much. It's more space background, intro background. You look at 18, 19, 20. 20 does reference episodes. It's kind of a hybrid between referencing episodes and having the Davison intro. 22 is more the intro. 23 is more the intro. 24, 25, 26 are more the intro. Although 25 does have, again, that reference to the Nemesis asteroid. So I feel like season 21 makes sense to have maybe something like that, where it's not just full-blown like season 7 or 15. I feel like it would slot in better if it's more referencing the intro with maybe a little nod to an episode in it. Whereas I feel like the 70s sets are getting more to where they're referencing specific episodes. I mean, even season 17 was City of Death with the time portal there. I feel like the 70s Doctor Who is specifically referencing stories more. So I'm leaning more toward a Tom set, 13 or 16, which is interesting to me. And then knowing that Lee originally had different colors planned for this set. The colors that we see, the purple, are not the original colors. He mentions in that video that originally this had different colors. And he doesn't say what, but he does say they were similar to the colors from a recent set. He didn't say which one. He said either the last one, the one before that, or the one before that. I'm not going to say. And the one that makes sense to me, because 3 sets ago was 15, and it was that kind of, amber gold color. I don't think it would be that. I don't think it'd be season 25 with the orange. It makes sense that it's probably colors similar to 7's. And the one box set that had colors very similar to the colors for 7 would be 13. Again, when the tease dropped for the season 7 set, I immediately thought it's either 7 or 13, 7 or 13, 7 or 13, because the colors for that he teased for this matched 7 or 13. So I think possibly it could have been, colors more evocative of Terror of the Zygons with the green and the orange and the reddish hues. Where as soon as we saw the swatch, we might have been like, 13, baby! But for some reason, those colors just weren't working. Again, making everything look a little murky. And so he kind of swapped the colors up, took a little creative license, or decided to change the background, and he brought that purple into it. We do know Lee Binding likes the color purple a lot. I also like the color purple a lot. And so he did change the colors around. So the colors were not the original choice, so they might not be as indicative of the season as, say, season 7 was. And I find that interesting. I find that something we have to keep in mind. So I still find 13 a very viable option because of that. So I'm fine with any of these. It doesn't matter. I'd love to go ahead and get 13 because I love 13 so much. But I'm fine with any of them. I mean, I like season 21. I mean, it has its ups and downs. I love 13. I love 16. You know, I love all the Tom seasons. So I'm going to be happy either way, you know, no matter what way it goes. But I'm really hoping for 13. I'm really, really hoping for 13. So, yeah, all 3 of the seasons that I figured it was going to be, I feel like this color scheme fits to one degree or another, while also keeping in mind that these weren't the original colors, that they went through some changes. And we know that's happened before. I mean, season 12 has mostly purple in it, the very first box set. But if you've ever seen when Lee Binding was originally working on it, he has released art for one of the alternate versions he did of it, where instead of being purple, it's orange, has a lot of orange in it, and has extra characters on it, like Davros, Sarah, Harry. It's a beautiful cover, actually. I'd love to get a poster of it. And I do hope we get, like, the alternate version, like whatever the original version he was going to use. I hope he eventually releases pictures of it so we can see it, because I want to see that. So I want to know what you think of the next collection set, and what you think it might be, and which ones you want, and all of that fun stuff. Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me on that. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney, Sam Venning, Unknown289, and Finn Perkins. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. It does make a big difference, and it means a lot. I have my P.O. box down there if anyone would like to send me anything to look at and review. I do have a birthday coming up at the beginning of July if anyone wants to send me a nice birthday present. A huge shout out to Colin, who sent me the complete Twilight Zone recently on Blu-ray. I'm looking forward to diving back into that. So Twilight Zone reviews are definitely coming. And of course, a huge shout out to the Flyattractor, who sent me some nice books recently as well. And I know Robert's got something coming in the mail. And Simon sent something recently too. My mind's blanking at the moment, but I know he sent something. So huge thank you to everyone who has sent some stuff. And then a link to my Amazon wishlist is down there, and a link to my Amazon UK wishlist is down there as well. Most importantly, thank you for watching.